It's Monster Mornings with Callie Steverson.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Good morning. It's December 5th. It's Thursday, and I am your host, Callie, and that's Johnny, if you guys don't know. He's always with me. Brandon is not here with us today, so we'll miss him. And it's Talk Thursdays here on Monster Morning, so we have a lot to talk about today, a lot of topics. So let's get right into it. Today, it's on this Thursday, we have, our What's Happening at Iona segment. So we have coffee and a newspaper at noon in the Robert V. LaPenta Student Union lobby, sponsored by the Ionian. Pick up the latest issue of the Ionian along with a free coffee and some cookies. Free food, guys. You can contact Julie Donato at jdonato1@iona.edu with questions. Anyone interested in being an RA? I know that I am. Our RA Residential Assistant 2013-2014 information session today at noon in the Robert V. LaPenta Student Union End Zone. Sponsored by, of course, the Office of Residential Life. Their office is located right upstairs. Join us to learn more about one of the biggest leadership roles on campus. There will be more information sessions in the future, but you must attend one to get the application, because applications will be emailed to interested candidates. Again, you must attend an info session in order to receive an application. You cannot get the application itself without going to an information session and signing in. Contact Angie Concepcion at aconcepcion@iona.edu. Any questions? Ask her. We have Off-Campus Housing 101 today from noon to 1 p.m. in the Robert V. LaPenta Student Union McGrath B room that's upstairs. Sponsored by Office of Off-Campus Housing. Join us to learn more about what it's like to live off-campus and the best strategies to finding an off-campus dwelling that fits your needs and city zoning laws. If you have any questions, contact Michelle Nielsen at mlsampson@iona.edu. Then we have the Luck of the Irish Finals Care Package sale today at noon in the Robert V. LaPenta Student Union lobby. Wish a friend good luck as they face their finals by sending along the Luck of the Leprechauns. Purchase a Luck of the Irish care package from the Iona and Mission Ireland team to support their service immersion experience. You can choose to have the team deliver the gift bag to your friend. Contact Caitlin O'Toole at COTOOLE1@iona.edu with any questions. And finally, we have the campus lightings and home for the holidays today at 4:45 p.m. Begins in front of the nativity scene in front of Spelman Hall. Have you guys seen that? It's so pretty. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Lit up at night? Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, you guys should definitely check it out. I remember when I was little, my mom used to take me and my sisters to go take our holiday photos, and I've lived in New Rochelle a really long time. So my mom used to take me and my sisters to go and get our holiday picture taken in front of the nativity scene.
All right.
So all are welcome to celebrate the annual lighting of the crochet, I think it's called, and the Christmas trees around campus with the Nair family. Come celebrate with our president and his family. Following the lightings, join us at the Mulcahy Gym for the Iona Singers Winter Concert and a multicultural celebration. Santa will make an appearance. Note that this event will take place. This event will take place of Student Government Association this week, and all regular SGA representatives are expected to check in with CJ Funaro in the McGrath room before the ceremony. Again, if you're an SGA member, you have to go to this event. It's going to take place instead of your SGA meeting. Contact Kelly Meyer with any questions at kmeyer@iona.edu. And that's it for today at Iona. Today's weather. It's disgusting outside, guys. It's foggy. The clouds are really low today. This is one of the foggiest days I think we've had this fall winter season. I remember walking into school, the clouds were so low that the rain was falling horizontally. You know how you wear your hood to try to protect your face and stuff?
Yeah.
It didn't matter. The rain was coming at you horizontally as you walked through a cloud of water, and it's actually relatively warm for the winter
Yeah.
season, so at least that's nice.
Hasn't been cold yet.
No. December's here, guys, so yeah, it's gonna get cold. We don't really see the snowstorms until January, though, so any of you guys who are hoping for a snow day on your final who aren't from around here, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Yes, snow days are usually January, February, and early March. So let's jump right into some of the stories that we're gonna talk about. I've got a list of them here. If they would load. Okay. Let's see. The first story that I wanted to talk about. Oh, this was an interesting story. You ready to hear this, Johnny?
Yes.
So, we all know the company Amazon, right? Amazon.com. It's where we get all our cheap stuff from. Comes in like 3 days. So, Amazon is going to begin drone delivery.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Basically what a drone is, it's a non-human piloted plane, like a little plane. And basically the human is not inside of it, it's on Earth piloting it from a computer on the ground. They use it in military. It's a military machine, but most things that we get as humans are military machines. Cell phones were military machines. The internet was a military machine. So now they're bringing drones and droids and stuff to us.
So that means shipping is faster then.
Yeah.
All right.
So Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos announced its new delivery service called Amazon Prime Air on 60 Minutes. The delivery service will use unmanned drones, which is drones, yeah, to deliver Amazon packages to customers, with potential drone drops just 4 or 5 years away. That's actually really close. They've almost perfected it. Normally, when you think of something like a manless airplane, spaceship coming down and like dropping a package on your doorstep, you're thinking, well, that's gonna be like probably like 2131 or something. Nope. By like 2020, we'll have drone packages being sent.
That'll be awesome.
Especially when you get packages from China. I just got a package from China. It took them like 2 weeks to get here.
Yeah.
It's the longest wait in the world. So imagine if drones can like pick up your package from China and get it to you in 2 days. Yes, please. I wonder how much shipping is gonna be. Those drones can be pretty expensive. The octocopters will be guided by GPS and will look for bright orange Amazon boxes and can deliver a package as quickly as 30 minutes after an order is placed.
Oh, wow.
So businesses are really going to like that, because if they need something really quick, the quickest you can get it is next day air.
Yeah.
That is it. That's the quickest you can get it.
It's going to be more profit to the business, too.
Yeah. So if let's say something is out of stock and you know that you need it, 30 minutes it's going to be there. That's awesome.
That is.
Amazon has been quietly developing the drone delivery service in a secret lab in Seattle, and the only thing standing in the new service's way is the FAA's regulations. China is also already in the process of making the unmanned drones legal in its country. The U.S. might not make it legal. So Amazon wants to do this and says we have the technology to. It's just that the zoning laws say no, you can't fly a drone in the air and deliver packages.
Yeah.
That's U.S. law. This happened when the tornadoes hit Ohio and stuff. They wanted to use drones to go in and check to see what the damage was happening, right after the storms were like hitting really bad. And they told them, no, you can't fly drones in this area. Like the drone zoning laws are pretty crazy here. So we'll see who gets it first. It's an arms race between America and China. So I think that was really cool. But honestly, no, some of the comments are like, I need my Pokemon Y in 30 minutes. It's going to be like ordering a pizza. If it's not here in 30 minutes or less, I get it free. So yeah, that's awesome. Would you order with Amazon Prime Air?
I would, but I really don't use Amazon, really. But I heard from a lot of people that you do get a lot of cheap, great stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, with the droid thing, I think it would be pretty awesome. I mean, just to think about, because usually when you order something, you're always waiting, and you're like you're very eager to get it.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, within 30 minutes,
30
they'll let you know. I mean, that's
exactly.
I think it's smart at the same time, but it just has to be approved first. You know?
Yeah. Imagine when sites like eBay start getting this, eBay is another, big competitor.
Mhm.
But for that, cheap getting things for like $5. Actually, eBay a lot of times is cheaper,
Yeah.
except for the only problem with Amazon. I mean, the only problem with eBay that Amazon doesn't have is a lot of the times the item is on a bidding war.
Yeah.
The person is trying to get the most money for it that they can. So on Amazon, it's at a set price. This person wants $3 for it. On eBay, it says starting price is $3, but if somebody outbids you, you're probably gonna. Sometimes you end up paying like 20 something dollars for it.
Yeah.
I remember I once did a eBay bidding war, and I paid like $5 over the price of the original game, and then I ended up not even paying the person. I felt so bad because we ended up finding the code to the game because I lost it, so I was ordering a new one, and then we ended up finding the game again, so I never paid them for it, and eBay kept like sending me emails like, you have to pay for it, you have to pay for it. I'm like, I don't want it, don't give it to me, I don't want it. Oh my god, it was so funny. But yeah, so that's that. Next story. Oh, this is something that I was interested in because I just went to see The Hunger Games recently. Really good movie, The Hunger Games Catching Fire. And so I have the top 10 upcoming movies. This is going to be the year of the epics.
All right.
So we have, let's see. We have, and I saw a lot of the trailers for these in when I was going to see The Hunger Games actually. So we have, 2014 is going to be full of blockbusting movies. So here are some films that might pass you by amidst all the other. Noah.
Okay.
I've seen the trailer for that. It looks epic.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, Russell Crowe's such a good actor.
Oh my god, I can't wait. And Emma Watson's in it, and just it's a classic story that everyone knows, but with 2014 movie technology, I can only imagine.
It looks awesome.
It does look really, really good. I saw the trailer for it, so it's space. Okay, so if you guys don't know, which you guys should know, the tale of Noah's Ark. So basically, they're taking a whole new perspective on it. The perspective of it's basically, when you hear Noah's Ark, you think of the story like Noah builds an ark because he's the prophet, so he hears God's word, and he builds the ark. He puts the two animals on of each, and then he goes into the ark, and they survive the flood.
Yeah.
What the movie's doing is what happens when everyone finds out that Noah's building this ark.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me like a mix of Gladiator.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like the army of the village that he's from.
Yeah.
Is like, we need to get on your boat. We don't want to die. And he's like, I can't. God said to only put the two animals, and they're ready to like fight him for it, and they're soldiers. So I think that's really interesting to see the other's perspective of what's happening behind the scenes. We're all seeing in our story, two and two and two, and then they get in the boat, and then they're happily ever after. But what happened before that, they got to that point of happily ever after.
They get more into details. So
yeah.
I'm really excited for that movie, and Russell Crowe just does a fantastic job every time he's in a movie.
Speaking of a Gladiator movie, 300 number 2.
Yes. And I believe this one's about his son on this one.
It's called 300 Rise of an Empire, and it's a lot of people were like, 300 has a sequel? What? They didn't need a sequel. And apparently it's supposed to be a really good sequel. Like, people are surprised that it's going to be this big. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see it. 300 is an epic movie. Like,
that's for Sparta. That movie was fantastic, and I know Gerald Butler won't be on this one, but hopefully the new actor will be a great one. And
then number 3 is Pompeii.
Oh,
another epic tale. We all know the story of Pompeii, and if you don't, basically Pompeii is the place where Mount Vesuvius lied, and Mount Vesuvius erupted in a great explosion, so awesome that it killed everyone there. Or those who couldn't escape. So basically in Pompeii, there are thousands and thousands of thousands of like mummified lava encrusted bodies that they keep just finding because of, nobody expected it. Also, this was not a time of like where we have like, we can detect earthquakes and tornadoes and typhoons and we can try to avoid them as much as possible. But this was at a time where the volcano's erupting, like what do we do? And the volcano erupted so largely that it just like spewed everywhere and lava was just all over the place. I think everyone's 4th grade science project is on Mount Vesuvius. Just the lava and the volcano. So they basically are retelling the story. But again, all these movies are epic, and they're going to be even more epic because we visually had the technology to make it that much, take it a step further.
Yeah.
We have The Seventh Son, which, did I see the trailer for this? No, I didn't see the trailer for this, but basically it says Dragon and the Dude. What more could you ask for in the movie? The Seventh Son follows the training of a seventh son in order to defeat an unholy evil threatening humanity. So it's just another like great epic.
A lot of epic movies
right?
that are coming out.
I'm gonna need my Safari to stop crashing because it's just, every time I look at a movie, it crashes. Ugh, it's so annoying. I don't know if it's on the list, but Disney's Maleficent. I think that's how you say it, with Angelina Jolie. So she's back, and she's playing the most epic. She's one of the original Disney villains. From Sleeping Beauty, Snow White. Those were early like Snow White I think was the first one in 1937. I think Sleeping Beauty was around 1950s. So Maleficent, however you say it, she's the OG.
OG.
She's the OG. Then we have Frankenstein. Oh, but this is not your I've seen the commercial for this. This is not your ordinary Frankenstein. It's really weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of one of those things where you have to go see the trailer for it. It's another epic movie where it's a battle. It's a fantasy epic movie. You have to see the trailer. I didn't know that it was Frankenstein, and I was like, okay, Frankenstein. Okay, I get it now. But I got it, and I was just like, sure. But it's one of those things you have to see it for yourself to understand it. It's Aaron Eckhart stars in this supernatural thriller as Adam, Dr. Frankenstein's creature, who is still walking the earth 200 years after his shocking return to life, and he holds the key to humankind's future, and nothing will stop those who seek to destroy us from trying to obtain it from him. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Godzilla is being remade.
Godzilla. Have you seen Pacific Rim?
No, but I've heard that it's...
Yeah, that's supposed to be like the beginning of like Godzilla.
Oh my gosh.
And so I think, they're making a trilogy on that. So.
Then we have a new X-Men movie, Days of Future Past. I think they're bringing Storm back in this one. A lot of the old cast members are coming back for this one because they kept going to prequels. Like they had X-Men Origins, X-Men First Class, so we didn't really get to see anyone besides Hugh Jackman, and Magneto and Professor X. That's it. That's all the originals that we saw. So I think they're bringing back
the whole team.
Yeah, it's a sequel again. So they're bringing back the team, and Halle Berry, of course, is like Storm. So I love her. So, and then we have, what was the next one? The next one was RoboCop is coming back.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard about that being remade.
Talk about childhood.
Mm-hmm. Then we have a movie called Her, and it's a horror. There's something inherently skin-crawling about Her, and I expect Joaquin Phoenix's performance will be outstanding, as it is in the trailer. Like, you have to watch the trailer. But it's called Her. Just Her.
Her.
Skin-crawling. Ooh.
It sounds
interesting.
scary.
I haven't seen the trailer for that yet. And then we have Interstellar. There are no images or trailer for Christopher Nolan's upcoming science fiction epic, but the director's track record speaks volumes about how fantastic this movie is going to be. So Christopher Nolan is back on his game.
Yes.
He's ready for his next epic, maybe trilogy like The Dark Knight.
Yeah, he's a really good actor, Christopher Nolan. He knows how to like the movie Fighter with Mark Wahlberg. That was such a good movie. I mean,
I'm excited. So those are our top 10 epic movies for 2014.
That's a great top 10.
Yes, it really is. I've seen most of those trailers, and for a while, I think for a couple of years, ever since the writer's strike, we've just been seeing a lot of remakes and a lot of crappy movies, you know, just a lot of action movies and just nothing with any real substance. So I think that they're stepping their game back up in Hollywood, and they're trying to get their name back, because a lot of the movies I haven't really been like, oh my god, let's go to the movies and see that, except for a couple of movies. And I think I've only seen like 3 movies recently where I was like, yeah, I'm glad I saw that in theaters. Like, because you pay so much. You pay now. Did you know IMAX is almost $20 to see IMAX movies?
I wouldn't. I would believe that, because I mean, especially movie tickets are $12. I mean, that's
so.
Wow.
I think it was The Call, The Butler, and The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Those were the only movies that I was like, wow, I had to see that. I mean, I saw that and I was like, yeah, really impressed.
So next year is gonna be a big year on movies.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
This was an interesting story. Divers find man alive in air pocket.
Whoa.
Are you like? Just let that title sink in for a minute. Divers find a man alive in an air pocket. So the man was in the ocean. He probably drowned, but he's been alive this entire time because he was stuck in an air pocket. Okay, so there's a video out, and it basically chronicles the dramatic rescue of Harrison O'Keene, who survived for 3 days.
Wow.
3 days in an air pocket 100 feet underwater. His tugboat overturned, so he got stuck probably, and then he was 100 feet underwater in an air pocket. Scientists believe, so the diving team was in the ship to recover the bodies of the crew, but never expected to find somebody alive, you know. I think he was stuck in the boat, actually, like physically in the boat. So the scientists believe that O'Keene's air bubble may have been connected to another in the ship, which left him with enough air to survive for the 3 days.
Wow.
So that's really incredible.
They should make a movie.
That's what somebody, I was just about to read the comment. Somebody was like, this will be made into a movie in 2 years.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that movie. You know, I have to see the video.
And it'll probably be more descriptive, you know, and see how it really went down.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
How he really felt.
And then the next story is I've been talking about this for a while on my show, and it's the 3D printing. Do you know what 3D printing is?
Yeah.
And I talked about this the last time a couple of weeks ago when I talked about there was a man who made the Iron Man helmet. It's a fully functioning Iron Man helmet with lights. It was printed on 3D. Yeah. It was a 3D printed object. So what 3D printers do is they take this material, it's like a fiber, and it prints the fiber in like a series of shapes, so that instead of a printed image, you have a printed object. So like you can make circles and squares. And there was a big controversy I think last year, because somebody had managed to make a 3D printed gun, and 3D objects can work. We've seen that with the Iron Man helmet, and he put the tutorial online on how to make his 3D printed gun. Now, obviously, it's not that scary because everyone doesn't have access to 3D printers. They are expensive, and the material for it is not, it's not an efficient way to, get people to like all of a sudden start making guns. But it was scary to the government because the tutorial was out there on how to, if you do get your hands on a 3D printed 3D printer, not only do we have to worry about gun control laws of selling arms, but you could start making your own arms with 3D printers and designing AK-47s. Like, this was a small handgun that the guy had created, but, who's to stop them from designing and printing out huge machine guns that are fully functioning. So I think that was like really interesting, because I just wanted to talk about 3D printers. I think they're so fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's a new technology, so that sounds real cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick music break, and we'll be back in probably we're gonna be gone for like 5 minutes. So this is Carmen's "I Told You So." So I told you so.
Green light, egotistic battle cry. I was right, you was wrong. Called you out, finished strong. Whiskey sour lemonade, fences up my barricade. I had heart, you had spades. I can see the